Statement and then directly to questions.
See how my night went. I came in here and shot a 2-footer and missed the trash can. So I tell you what, I'm really proud of our players. I'm proud because of the how. We talk in our program about how we play. There are 9 guys on offense that didn't play one snap of college football until tonight. And I tell you what, I am proud of those players. You sit there and go, any moral victories, those don't exist in this program by any means. We expected to win, and we shot ourselves in the foot. They got a heck of a defense, but you turn the ball over twice as an offense for touchdowns. If you would have told me that before the game, look, you're going to turn the ball over twice, you're going to have 2 touchdowns off a turnover, I'll sit there and go, oh. And you're going to lose Tyler Van Tuberingen in the first quarter. What do you think? I'd be like, how many point underdog are we? But I'm really proud of this football team. I'm proud of the direction we're going. I think our foundation has been built. It's being laid. And I said that in the beginning. It's not about the wins and losses in terms of the foundation, because if it's the wins and losses come and the foundation's not laid, and when the winds come and the rain comes and the water comes, it's going to wash it away anyway. We're going to build something for 50 years that's going to last. And how they played tonight, was impressive. It really made me proud to be their football coach, and I told them that before and I told them that after. But it also left a pit in our stomach. And I know our team is going to be ready to play next week. They can't wait to get back to work. We talked about, hey, let's just come back and bring Nicholls State in tomorrow. When everybody's on game 1, we'll be on game 2. I think everybody wants to get playing again and get back on that practice field. We got a lot to work on, though. Defensively, I was really proud of that group. I'm telling you, Ed Pinkham does a tremendous job, and those players played with the how that this program's being built on, and that's something we can take away from this. A lot of lead individual performances, I think. But with that, open up the questions.
Could you talk about Donald, your cornerback, because obviously
Absolutely. I tell you what, I've told people from the start, I think we have one of the best secondaries in the country, and I don't think anybody's believed me. And I think tonight, I think you saw it. And they don't turn down from anybody. They're a confident group, and they have the right to be confident because of how they work, not because of the result. What you saw is a result from all the work they put in from the last 8 months, the sacrifice, the change, the discipline, all that stuff. That's the result from it, because I don't think they were like that before. And I tell you, that's how this program's changing. And I'm really proud of that secondary. And like I said, I think they're one of the best in the country. They don't give the recognition anybody gets. And we're not necessarily going to care about it, but I know that it's always in the back of their mind. And I thought they came out with something to prove tonight, and all 6 of them, from Octavius Atkins to Petway to Zamor to Saliscar to Curry and Garrett Smith. I thought they played excellent.
What is Tyler Van Tuberingen's condition, and what's his status?
Well, he's doing better. He's doing better now. I mean, he took quite a shot, and I love that kid too much to ever put him back in the game, even if he says he's okay. Kyle Bleck and our medical staff did a tremendous job of handling exactly our protocol of how we handle things here, and he's got a bright future. He's got about 50, 60 years left in his life, and I'm just going to throw a kid out there and keep playing him and be selfish, even if he wanted to play, which he did. He wanted to still be out there. He felt like he could go, and that's not my job. He's got a mom and dad as well, and I'd want somebody to do that to my kid, because he got rocked pretty good.
Did he have a concussion?
We don't know that yet. We'll find out. I mean, my assumption is probably yes.
You talked about all the things that didn't go according to plan. How was this team able to sort of maintain resilience? I mean, granted, the scoreboard helps. You're still in it in terms of the score, but just sticking with it when so many things are going off.
Yeah, well, they're trained not to look at the scoreboard. They're trained to not let the circumstance, whatever it may be, dictate their behavior. And they're just going to continue to play and continue to fight. And next play mentality, just row. Just keep rowing, keep rowing, keep rowing, keep rowing. And I thought they did a tremendous job of that, especially defensively. Even offensively, I mean, you look at the amount of things that went wrong offensively. A lot of teams I've been around and quit. Not this team. And like I said, really proud of their resilience and how they continue to fight.
Any more questions for Coach? It felt like Zach gave you a little bit of a spark. I mean, obviously the first play for a touchdown. How do you feel like the team responded to him, and did you sense an adjustment as the game progressed to him, or how do you?
From Michigan State?
Yeah.
Well, I think that Zach, we give him pretty close to equal reps in practice. So Zach's prepared. We also do a job where we flip the 2 to the 1s. Once in a while we'll put Zach with the 1s. So I know this, we've got 2 quarterbacks that have never really been in that huddle as a true starter to run that football team, a true starter, name starter going out there. And I thought they both did a nice job of commanding the huddle, but I think we've dug ourselves a hole in the field position battle early. And I thought like I said, we stubbed ourselves in the foot. And I don't necessarily think they had an adjustment to us. I think they adjusted to things we were doing, not necessarily Zach Terrell. But that doesn't surprise me with D'Antonio and Pat Narduzzi. They're 2 of the smartest defensive guys in the country. And got to give them all the credit in the world. I thought their defense played very, very, very well. And they played exactly how I thought they'd play. And we couldn't turn the ball over twice. Very simple.
What kind of spark do you think he gave you?
Oh, and I tell you what, I don't even know if it's just a spark. He just did his job. I mean, come out the first pass you throw, the first play you've ever played in college football, you throw a touchdown. I mean, that's pretty special. And he'll remember that the rest of his life. Now, I know he's not going to have a wonderful taste of a victory after that, but think about that. Kid comes in, he's a freshman, throws a touchdown pass, first play you ever did in Michigan State, Spartan Stadium, 80,000 people. That's pretty memorable. And I think the kids fed off that a little bit. You know, I think you're right. I think the kids fed off it a little bit and said, holy cow, Zach just came in and threw a touchdown. He didn't let the circumstance dictate the behavior. Let's go. So.
Was it hard at all for you to call that play? I mean, you guys are in field goal range at that point, and you put 3rd down, put it in his hands to go to the end zone. Was that a
Not at all. Not at all. You know, Lisa asked me from the Big Ten Network as well. Do you have the same game plan with that quarterback? Absolutely. We hold every one of our quarterbacks accountable to know the whole offense, and that's really special. You know, I mean, a lot of people don't do that, and we hold them all accountable. Whether you get reps or whether you don't get any reps, you're accountable for this system. Zach Wynn would have done the same thing. He would have had the whole playbook if he would have gotten in as our 3rd-string quarterback. One thing I will mention, I thought our special teams were phenomenal. I thought they were phenomenal, except the one big punt return. I think, I mean, Schroeder, holy cow, the field position battle that he did, and where he was at when he had to punt, and the holes that he dug us out of, and the resilience he showed. And same thing with just, I think, our punt team in general. And like I said, really proud of those guys.
You talk about Terrell's touchdown being memorable. What's memorable for you aside from the outcome of this game and your head coaching days?
Well, I think it's just all the people that got me here. I'm not PJ Fleck. I'm a culmination of everybody who got me here. You know, I wear a tie because Jim Tressel, you know, was a huge part of my life. And I always wanted Jim to be here. I didn't wear the sweater vest because, you know, I thought that'd be too much like Jim, so I'm a quarter zip guy. But before the game, I took a deep breath, kind of looked around, gave Kathy Beauregard a hug, said thanks for hiring me, and soaked it all in and thought about everybody who helped me get here, from Mike Nolan to Greg Schiano to Joe Novak to Joe Thorgeson to Tom Federley, all my high school coaches, all the people who said I couldn't do anything, would never be anything. Jerry Kill, I mean, I stepped back for 1 minute right before kickoff, just like I did in the NFL when I played on a Sunday against the New England Patriots. I took a deep breath and said, holy cow, you're actually here. And but after that, once the ball's kicked, it's football, you know. But I'm very humbled, I'm very blessed, I'm very honored to be the 15th head coach at Western Michigan, and I'm very honored to know that this program's heading in the right direction, and this foundation was built tonight on the how, and it'll continue to be built all year.
Any nerves at all coming in?
None. I don't believe in nerves. I really don't. I don't really get nervous. I get anxious. I will get anxious. I do have to calm myself down, if that surprises any of you. But the nerves, no, because we're a pretty confident football team because of the way we prepare. Confidence comes from preparation. If you're prepared, you're confident. And I know our team did a phenomenal job of preparing. I thought it showed. A few mistakes we made have nothing to do with the scheme, just of how you executed it, and we didn't get it done.
One final question. Talk about how Tyler played before he went down. He obviously made a couple mistakes, but then got that drive, you know, into the red zone with a big 45-yard pass.
Yeah, I think, you know, we got him hit early, and I think anytime you get a quarterback hit early in a hostile environment, especially a guy that's coming in and named the true starter for the first time, and you know, like I said, I think we put him in a bad spot early because he kept getting hit. And, but like I said, I thought he was resilient. He's a fighter. Never wanted to quit. Never wanted to come off the field. He hung tough. But like I said, there were some things that he was doing that we're like, we got to get him out of here. We got to get him off the field.
Last thing for Brandon. Did you share any words with Mark after the game?
I did. I just said it's an honor to play against him. I told him that before, and I mean it. And he said, hey, quit it. I mean that. I mean, my first head coaching experience was against Mark D'Antonio. Give me a break. That's absolutely awesome for me. I've learned a lot from the guy from just watching him, from just being at him or being around the people that have been around him at Ohio State. I knew about him years ago, and I've watched from afar. And you know, he's had an influence on me just from watching him. There's just the class and the poise that that man has, and he does a tremendous job leading his football team.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Thanks, everybody. Row the boat.